Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a little mini Great Awakening update, a little report on the current energies. I know a lot of you want predictions on what's about to happen, but it's even biblical that God would keep this from us, all the details and timing of it all, because we're supposed to learn surrender and faith and our own manifestation abilities. So just remember that you're a co-creator. You don't need all the answers, and you are creating our future by what you're putting your thoughts on. So it's just as important for us to heal ourselves during this time and to let go of our triggers and to become more neutral and to not judge each other and all that kind of stuff that I also like to talk about a lot, because that's how it's transforming our world. So if you guys want a positive outcome and you guys want to survive this and do well and even thrive on the other side, then you'll be listening to me or people like me and raising your vibration, because it's not a spectator sport what we're going through. It's definitely it requires your participation. Okay, so we're not sitting around waiting to see what happens in the world. We are helping create the destination. All right, just wanted to put that out there. Somebody said they started watching my channel. They really wanted a lot of information on what's going to be happening, and all that kind of stuff and predictions and things like that. But I just really want to concentrate on the healing process, and that's the most important thing for us right now, and that keeps us on our path. Okay, so, and she said that she grew to really love that aspect of my channel a lot. So, and thank you. All right, so we're just going to pull some. Okay, Mary Magdalene wants to start. So, I mean, I know some major things are starting to happen right now. Some good things. Companies are not requiring the suicide serum in order to work their companies, thank God. That's huge. What's happened with the queen that was already dead a long time ago, that's we've been waiting for that to happen forever. So it's really awesome, encouraging to see that happening as well. I mean, all kinds of weird things, but not like the big events that we've been anticipating, but those are coming. So we're in purgatory right now, according to Mary Magdalene. So let's read the booklet and see what that purgatory is talking about. Mm-hmm. And I really feel like Mary Magdalene's really helping a lot of us right now at this time. Okay. The emotional ups and downs you are experiencing are part of the healing process through which all that no longer serves you is being transformed and released. Isn't that right? Even the deep, deep, dark wounds. Though it may not seem like it, this is a positive time for you. To help facilitate the healing process, make a list of anything you feel no longer serves and a useful purpose in your life. Include in that list all negative thoughts and fears. Once you've made your list, practice the following meditation. Imagine yourself and everyone on your list being showered with golden light. Now imagine a beautiful violet flame emerging from within the golden light, and imagine the violet flame transforming all negativity into golden light. Continue to focus on the healing power of the violet flame. Feel it transform you, clear, and heal you. Transformation sometimes means that we need to let something go. Trust in that process. All you surrender will automatically be healed and replaced with something more suitable. And remember that everything is always working for you, not against you. So no matter what's happening, like with this whole thing with my website, I always kept in mind, okay, God, what is this? What are you pointing me to? What are you showing me? What do I'm always wanting to figure out what the thing is in it. And it's not always like a lesson. It's actually something usually working out to our benefit. So I kind of that's why I like the exercise. Thank you, God, for my misery, because it helps you to see what the benefits and advantages are to the situation. Okay, so I feel first like pulling a few world truth cards on the current energies right now. These two just popped out. What is the current energy, like the undercurrent right now going on that we're not aware of right now? Because it's the things we're not aware of we want to know about, right? Okay, so what's going on in our world situation right now that people are not aware of right now? What is going on? Okay. Well, this will not happen, conclude, or resolve for many years yet. Aspects of it. They said it's a slow unfolding. So it's not going to be an overnight thing. There may be a lot of things that happen that get revealed. But do not think that there's going to be like a day where the page is turned and boom, it's done. A lot of people have a lot of resistance and a lot of blockages to what's going on. And even when we do have like the solar flare and there's like a flash of enlightenment for a lot of people, and there's like, oh my gosh, what have I, the whole thing, this massive awakening, I do believe is going to be happening. But even then, it's going to take years to restore everything and to change everything over and to, so this is not, just put your seatbelt on and know that it's going to be a long journey. And we just have to be working together, coming together, not pitting ourselves against each other and not judging each other, but really trying to embrace each other in our own individuality. And for that matter, that stems from, and you're able to do that best if you can love yourself. And I used to have a really tough time even knowing what that means to love yourself. But basically, if you can think of the way that you treat your friend when your friend has a problem, like if she's really worried about a relationship or she's really worried about money or whatever it is, and you encourage her and or him and try to make them feel better, or take them out and shoot some hoops, or whatever it is that you do for somebody else to be loving and supportive and kind and compassionate. That's all this type of stuff that you can do for yourself. You can even like hide little Post-it notes and things somewhere, here and there, and in your book that you're going to read, or something to reward yourself for a book that you want to get into, but you haven't yet. Put a little note like, hey, good for you. I'm so glad you're looking at this. Put your hand on your heart and say that. Say whatever you would say to a good friend. You're doing just great with everything that you've been through. Oh my gosh, you are just handling this so much better than you realize, all that stuff. So that's what it is to love yourself, is to be able to have to be that same friend you would be to your best friend, to yourself. Okay, this could involve something that's dangerous. There could be a threat to your life or safety in this. Do not trust it. Look deeper into this with caution. I feel like this is just reminding us to always not rely on what other people are saying, but to listen to our own intuition and use our own discernment on everything. Anything else you want to say about that? A brand new beginning is occurring, and a brand new, okay, they're also saying that some of you are feeling intuitively led to these humanitarian projects are going to have like new beginnings. But I also feel like there is going to be energies that are going against that from happening. Nasara, Jasara, I do still feel that's rolling out. It already, I get so many reports of all different kinds of things happening in the background that a lot of people aren't aware of. But so that's happening. But I just feel like there could be some forces that are trying to, just right now, they just said there's trying to sabotage Starlink, trying to sabotage, trying to do anything that they can to keep the good stuff from rolling out. I just felt that they're not going to be effective though, but they just want you to be aware that there are some tricks and there are a lot of scamming going on. Change your passwords for everything, a lot of cyber attacks. Yeah, something happened the other day. It was crazy. I got a credit card dispute. Somebody saying I was a fraud, which is ridiculous. I went and, I was like, well, that's weird. I know this person and she seems like a really big fan. Like, why would she do something like that? So I emailed her and she's like, there's no way in hell I would ever do that to you. Like, she goes, that's ridiculous. She says, I absolutely love you and I would never do that. So, and I was like, I didn't think so. I thought that sounded really weird. And so, and besides, with my membership agreement and everything, nobody can dispute anything anyway. So nobody, in case you're thinking about it, you're not going to win because you've signed a membership agreement that says that, you can't do that. So anyway, it gives you, there's a full disclaimer in there. That's why I have you guys check it before you sign up, because you know what you're getting yourself into. So make sure you read those types of things. Okay. So, everything is fair and balanced. It always is, and I have a phenomenal reputation. So anyway, so she called her credit card company and the credit card company had no idea, like said that there wasn't a dispute or anything. So I don't know what's going on, but a number of different things are going on like that. There's a firemen's association that's calling, trying to get support, financial support for firemen at this time and stuff. And it's not even really them. So just be totally on guard about things like that. Yeah. Oh, someone is being framed or blamed for something they didn't do. Look deeper into the situation to find the truth before, because they're innocent. I just felt like Mr. T with that. You guys might know more than I do. I don't know a lot, but I just saw him walking along with a golf club. So I don't know what they might accuse him of or say that he did or whatever, but I feel like he's maintaining his composure, and he's got a trick up his sleeve. It's almost like, it feels kind of like he's drawn somebody into a trap that they're going to end up falling into, that they thought they were setting him up for a trap, but he's got a trap to trick them back. So they just said he's going to win. So don't worry. Whatever this is that he's in, he's going to come out on top. The situation could involve an illusion of false sense of security. So make sure your faith is in the right things and you are informed so you don't get duped. So with that, again, listening to your intuition, I feel like don't get settled into Babylon again. Don't get settled into all the normal, regular, everyday routines. Like, oh, well, people aren't wearing the masks anymore so much anymore, and it looks like life is returning to normal a bit. There's not so much fighting going on around these different subjects. Don't get comfortable. Stay aware of the situation that we are in, and we are in a WAR, whether you know it or not. So just make sure that you are aware of that at all times, and that you're still working to get your sovereignty. The last thing you want to happen is some kind of event that kind of pushes everybody past their comfort zone, which is going to happen, it feels like. And you feel unprepared, like, oh my God, why didn't I get my sovereignty paperwork and lined up? Why didn't I go someplace and start living off grid? Why didn't I, all those ideas that you've got bouncing around that you feel like would be a really good idea and you feel drawn to, go take care of those things now. Don't fall into a lull again like you were living before when you were blind to what was going on in our world. Okay, so heal your wounds. Heal your wounds and use affirmations or visualizations to bring yourself to your highest timeline in order to align with your best possible timeline. Positivity is key for this change. Now they're just spirits reiterating what I said in the beginning, that this is a spiritual awakening, guys, a spiritual awakening. So we have to heal on a deeper level for all this to work out. And there are timelines that aren't the best. So if you're in a state of fear right now, you really got to actively do something about it to retrain the way your brain works. Okay, whatever you're wishing, hoping, or praying for, it is on its way. Worrying will only slow it down. Your prayers are being answered, so have faith. That we're going to end it on that note. That's perfect. Perfect. Okay, so I also have some spirit cards here we'll take a look at. Okay, so okay, this one. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, so they also want us to take a wow. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Okay, so I got 3 cards, but they really want me to look at the number 33, Desperation, Zeta Reticuli, Past, and Desperation. And then they're also showing sharing cultural ideas and courageousness. So this is the energies that we're coming into. It's coming together and being courageous and sharing ideas with one another to build a healthier culture. Okay. So we're going to read this one though. Let's see, 33. Okay. Complimentary. All right. Whoop. 32 and 33. Okay. If you have not yet read or understood the plight of the Zetas, read blah, blah, blah. This card represents the underlying energy from which the Zetas acted in trying to heal their species crisis. Even though they believed they were not connected with their emotions, this collective suppressed emotion of desperation, this collective suppressed emotion of desperation was what drove them to make decisions. And sometimes these decisions were based on fear. Okay, if this card came up in your reading, a deep message is given on many levels. It may mean that you have a connection to the Zetas from this era, that you have helped those somehow, perhaps in genetic projects or in understanding emotion, or that you perhaps had something as a Zeta, again. But deeper than that, it's asking you to look at your own life and how you make decisions. All humans feel desperate at some point in life. Look at how the issue of desperation plays out in your life and see if you can learn to confront and heal your fears before they get to the stage of desperation and decisions are not made from a healthy place. Okay. Well, that was tiny print and it was like gray. So just make sure that you're not choosing things out of fear, but you're making them out of empowerment. And sometimes we can think that it's not out of fear, but it is. So take a good look. Try not to be codependent and try to love yourself. Try to always become more and more free and sovereign, which is why I have my private membership association, by the way. If you have thought about doing that, go to thefreedompeople.org and they'll tell you how to do that. Okay, so who's helping at this time? Who is helping the collective at this time, please? Who is a spirit or a guide or a god or, whatever. It says gods, goddesses, and guardians is the name of the deck. Okay, so who is watching over us at this time and helping us out? Hell. Hell is helping us. End of a cycle. Okay. So hell is actually a transformation. It's the death card, a transformation. So, and I also feel she's saying that some of you are about to make some kind of a move based on fear, and don't do that. Only decisions made of love. Okay. Okay. The appearance of hell signifies that an experience has come to completion. Don't worry. Hell doesn't bring in that, definitely, like with the queen leaving. And I feel like that rainbow was a really good sign. Though we are now safe. The devil is dead. She's in hell. Don't worry. He doesn't bring importance of physical death. She represents that's interesting. She represents the two constants in life, the dying of the old and the rebirth of the new. Hell is a skilled spiritual midwife guiding you through a major transition. A part of your life is definitely coming to a close, and yet endings herald physical and spiritual renewal. Don't be afraid. You're preparing for transformation. You may go through a process of shedding skins to purge old identities, patterns, and roles. Perhaps your last child is about to leave home. Maybe you're approaching retirement from a job. A significant relationship could have ended, or you might be about to get married or become a parent. If you're very reluctant to embrace important change, it can make the transformation prolonged and difficult. Hell understands that letting go of that, of what was, can be hard. Our tendency can be to cling to the familiar and to the past. But the next chapter of your life is arriving, and it promises fresh, exciting experiences. Be open to what's coming next. Additional meanings are: view a rejection as a sign something better is coming. Say no to this request. What request? You'll know. They said you'll know. Something that isn't right for you, something you might feel guilted into. Make sure that they're saying make sure that you align with your new beliefs, not your old beliefs, because you will be tested, is what I feel. So maybe the old you used to be kind of a people pleaser, and somebody is going to, like, right when you're about to start a new life or move to a new place or whatever, someone's going to say, yeah, but I really need you to such and such. That's your time to like come in with your new strong boundaries and say, no, thank you. You can find out another way to take care of yourself in that way, because that is not me anymore. I don't do that anymore. So let go of a harmful habit or pattern, addictions or anything like that. I feel like a lot of people are transforming those. Work as a soul midwife or end of life nurse. Invocation is I breathe deeply as one door closes and another opens. And with that, I'm going to do a light language blessing. Blissing, sorry. Haba she she nanda tain sa se lao pom pomaha na ai. Oh la. So some of you who I'm feeling encouraging some of you to join my daily boost, because if you're while you're going through this kind of an upheaval, it could give you some reassurance and solutions, and some things might work out really well. It's kind of like the daily boost is kind of like a Moldavite energy. Like you get from A to Z smoother and faster. So it's not going to be so much of a bumpy ride. Hamba na te shishin ta te kin sa se la hila pam pamaan. My middle finger on my left hand is tingling like crazy right now. So we're about to receive big time when we actually embrace our heart and what's calling to our souls, not from fear, but from excitement. I am an angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. That again. You have a special bond with animals. Your pets on heaven and earth are watched over by angels, and they're watching you like angels, I feel. And your special bond with pets, if you've been thinking about doing a humanitarian, working with pets as your project, then keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Whatever your project is that's coming from the heart, just be totally determined. If you're confused and decisive, just gather more information until you feel more comfortable. You can always put a decision off and just say, I'm going to need to think about that. I'm going to need to think about that first. You don't have to feel pressured to make a decision. Okay. Got to go pretty quick here. Spiritual protection. You're being protected and looked after physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Hauma shinche laki intate sanse. Hopoma hai lakidina taishina. Hapo opa laki sanse. Hapo o shena tais. It's also the energy I just lended to you is going to help you get through Mercury retrograde a little smoother than what I just been going through. Stay strong in your faith. The positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. So think positive and you'll bring some positive things into your life here up ahead. Forgive someone. Forgive yourself first, and then you'll be able to forgive the other person. Someone's coming to talk to you, I just felt. And you guys are going to be talking about life lessons that you both gained from whatever your situation is. So you'll be sharing, like, I learned this and I learned this, and it's going to be a productive and healing conversation that you're going to be having. Somebody's working hard to try to give you a message. Okay. They may not feel like they're on your level, so they're a little nervous. Time spent, it's called time. Time spent worrying is time spent. So quit wasting your time worrying. Time is wasted. Okay. Elevate. You get what you believe you deserve. It's time to raise your standards for sure. That's what this transformation is all about. Beauty. Today you are a curator of beauty. You are blessed with moments that let you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that all is well in your world. So be on the lookout for those things that are reassuring you. Don't push those things aside that spirit are trying to show you. Look into the meanings of things and see that they're trying to reassure you and let you know that you're secure. Security. True security comes from having a reserve of time, space, energy, personal power, and love. Make deposits in all these accounts and you'll be a wealthy person indeed. Cultivate the love within you. Okay, anything else, Spirit? You guys want to just share some spirit cards here? Then I've got to go. I got my group mentoring. We've got our last week today. So not sure if I'm going to offer the group mentoring again, but I really did enjoy the interactions. And so maybe go with the new and divinely inspired rather than the comfortable and worn out. It's time to let go. Embrace the change, guys. I just made a video recently on embracing change and getting out of a lack mentality. You may need to go back and watch that. We dare you to ask us to show you just how much you are loved. Holy cow. That's one of my favorite prayers to pray. This situation has just come back around, so you can choose differently and pass the test this time. You will have evolved past this. You just need to own it. So don't think that you're going backwards or that you're the old you again. Just decide differently. You see it and recognize the pattern and say, oh, this again. Well, I'm choosing something different right now. In this moment, I'm going to choose to react this way. I have new tools. So this involves illusory beliefs of guilt or shame. You can make a bigger impact now and best honor your past by letting go of negative emotions and embracing a more positive outlook. Time to see things differently so you can feel more empowered and make more of a difference. You're on the right path to making your dreams come true. Right? This is not a doom and gloom prophecy, guys. You've done nothing wrong. So quit beating yourself up or feeling bad or feeling guilty. Forgive yourself. The other person will forgive you if you forgive yourself first. You have a voice and a heart that wants to use it, so set it free. If you got something to say to somebody, this is the time to say it. It's going to take courage in sharing culture, sharing ideas, working together. All right, congratulations, you're leveling up right now. So let go of what has been and allow the new to come in for it to be as smooth as possible. You have so much to look forward to. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Have yourselves a beautiful weekend. I love you guys, sending you a big giant hug. And thanks for bearing with me through all the transformation I've been going through. Thank you to those of you who are my admins and who have been really supportive and kind and loving and understanding through this time. And I just appreciate you guys so much. I've posted some new links underneath my videos, so please check those out. I've got my Telegram channels are down there, and it's all spelled out. So if you're wondering where my world truth questions go or the tribe chat or any of that stuff, it's all spelled out down underneath the video. And so if you ever want to know anything about, like, just about anything, it's going to be down underneath this video. If you want to know how to ask a question for next week's Ask Amy Q&A on Thursdays, then go underneath the video and check it out and it'll tell you. So please always remember to check underneath the videos if you want to know anything. All right, guys. And also, if you guys are interested in being a support staff, an admin, I'd be happy to have you. Just let me know on Telegram. And it's usually pretty easy stuff. And okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.